Hey, welcome back to the channel. Please hit that subscribe button and
Excuse me, person who is obviously a teenager. Do you want to see my third leg? Or would you prefer a sugar daddy?
how the heck did you get in my house? Okay, so picture this. I'm fresh out of high school at 16, thinking I'm about to take on the world. I had my resume printed, my best, I'm a big kid now, face ready, and absolutely zero clue that the job market was basically a boss fight I was not leveled up for. I'd see jobs everywhere like, we're hiring, must have a PhD in sock folding and 15 years experience as a cashier, all of which I obviously did not have. So I was striking out everywhere. Until my friend messages me like, hey, my uncle owns an ice cream shop and he usually hires younger people so they could build up their resumes. And I'm thinking, yes, ice cream, friendly atmosphere, no scary bosses, perfect first job. And here's the thing, this man wasn't some random stranger. I'd seen him around the school from time to time, since he'd pick my friend up because her dad was overseas. Usually he'd give us some polite hellos, so a familiar face usually meant safe vibes, right? So the first day rolls around and I walk in. He's friendly, showing me how the machines work, where the toppings are, the whole welcome to the team speech, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm thinking, look at me being all independent. But then things started to feel off. First, it was small stuff, standing really close for no reason even though the counter was really huge. Then he'd start with these weird jokes, you know the ones. They sound fine if you're not really paying attention, but if you are, you're like, wait, ew. It was then that I started to speculate why there wasn't a single male worker there. Just us three girls, fresh out of high school, might I add, and him. Girls, which I learned pretty early on, never lasted long. The now hiring sign was basically a permanent decoration at this point. It was less building resumes and more recruitment program for being gross. At some point during my second week, he moved on from where jokes like, "You're so mature for your age. I bet all the boys flock to you like birds," to more uncomfortable tactics. He would now accidentally touch my lower back whenever he was passing behind me, even though there was so much space. It would get progressively worse as they got older. Okay, pause, and the audio might sound different because I recorded this mid-animation. I had a whole storyboard and script thing, but thinking back, this whole ordeal is now making me sick, and so I've cut out some of the more descriptive parts so I wouldn't have to animate over it, and I apologize. Looking back, I should have told my parents, but I didn't want to get him in trouble. But hear me out. To 16-year-old me, the power dynamic said things weren't in my favor. Plus, I didn't want to get my friend's uncle in trouble. Knowing what I do now, kinda doesn't change much, considering that if I did report him to the authorities, they'd blame us. Yeah, I know. It sounds crazy, but in my country, pedo is very common and the victims are usually blamed. While I was still working for him, I thought I was the crazy one because on TV, perverts and pedophiles are usually portrayed as obese men who are greasy or balding or generally in poor health. That wasn't the case with my boss. He was conventionally attractive, had style, and had money. So, to 16-year-old me, I kept thinking he was just nice and maybe the job wasn't for me. I thought I was a problem. So, after about a month of working there, I just got up one day and quit. No drama, just gone, and I just never went back. Moral of the story, if a boss, whether man or woman, seems too excited to be hiring young boys or girls, there's probably a reason, and that reason is not because they're passionate about career development.